We're going to add a brake controller to a 17 through a 21 F250. Start first. Remove the screw here. And it's a 7 mm screw. Pull this off the side, the bottom shroud here. I'll spill my coffee. I can't have that. So, this is a matter of preference. This is like my 4th or 5th vehicle to do this on. What I've learned is you do not have to remove this plate up here, but it makes your life a lot easier. If not, you could break the clips on this trim piece here. So for the extra time, it's just easier to remove this. Again, this is all 8 millimeter. Especially if you have electric winch, it goes quick. Okay. Alrighty. Again, 2.7 here. Just pull up from the bottom slowly, it'll break free. You don't have to completely disconnect it and remove it, you just need it up so this inner clip here comes free. And then there's a plastic tab, you want to just pull this straight out, and then once it breaks free on the bottom and come to the top, pull that out. Then you'll disconnect the it goes to the back of the coin holder, or mine, I don't know what option. And what there is there's a tab on the bottom of this here. You push it and it'll release it. Again, depending on what options you have will depend on what you have, what could be there. So now we're going to remove the cup holder. Now this is what would be in your car if you have a brake controller. You might say, well, there's a brake controller here. Yeah, well, I bought a cheap Amazon one and it didn't work. Its power's all jacked up. Once I installed it, it started giving errors, and I couldn't figure out what exactly was going on. And it just, I even cut the wire to get a voltage from the device because I thought maybe it was another problem, and sure enough, it wasn't. So just pull this out. And if you had this, you would have the plug. This would be right there like that, and you would just, and the plug's connected to the back of the holder there. So I'm going to remove this piece of junk. And then I'm going to install the actual Fomoco one. And what I've been starting to do is I buy these from junkyard ones. The aftermarket ones just aren't any good. So that's what I've been doing. Just go get an aftermarket one. Oh, this is backwards. The numbers for adjusting the brake controller go to the right. All right, that's in. I'm gonna grab this again. Just make sure the clips go back in. Put the radio back. I'm just gonna make sure nothing became disconnected, which is hard to do on these cars. Alrighty. I already cleaned this. Good time to clean inside the grooves there. If you open up the first time, just wipe it down. All right, put that bottom shroud back on. It's gonna be a pain to put this one in, absolutely a pain sometimes, because you gotta line up the plastic, it's free floating by eye. All right, there's just clips here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna show you a video. I buy something from ODB Genie and program the car. So that'll be the next thing you'll see. And then after that, I'm gonna run this over and test it to make sure it works. So if you install the brake controller without the car being programmed, it won't know it's there. So the computer has to know. So if you start the car and hit this, it'll say trailer disconnected. If you hit this and it doesn't say trailer disconnected, then it's not working right. We're gonna put the car into the run position, and we're going to hook up the ODB Genie. It's gonna come in blue, and when it turns green, it's done. Somebody just hook it up to your ODB port, ODB2 port, be technical. The one green. So car off, disconnect, ODB Genie. Go ahead and turn on the car. And when I flip this switch now, the brake switch, it should come up and say trailer not connected. Trailer disconnected. So if you see there, it says trailer disconnected. So that means it's recognizing the controller. The other test I'm gonna do is hook it up to a trailer real quick. All right, so, well, that's way too high. So what you'll do is you hook a trailer up like I just did. So it's hooked up to the back here. You'll go and you'll press the brake controller. See how it says trailer brake gain output? So I'm gonna drop that. I don't want 10, just in case someone forgets on this. You usually want to start out like with 4. All right, so a 4. So I'm gonna press the lever and it says output 100%. So basically, if you don't see that, if you click that lever and it doesn't say, if it says trailer disconnected, you have a problem. So, and that's usually what happened on this truck, is the wire was broken, and then I found out this truck is only a 5-wire wiring. So, because it's an ex-Home Depot truck, they didn't want people running these things. My assumption, somebody got caught and they just cut the wire harness. But every Home Depot truck is wired a little bit different, and this truck did not have the wiring all the way through for the power charging and stuff, just brake. So, but the rest of my other ones are not wired that way. So anyways, you can see pressing the lever, not giving me any errors. I'm ready to go. This truck's got a brake controller.
So if you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button below. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell if you want some notifications. See you next time on Chasing Mustangs.
Thanks.
All right.
Great job.
Yeah, I see it like literally every day.